With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins. After highs today in the 50s to the low 60s, a ridge of high pressure and a warm front, allowing our highs to get into the 60s to the mid-70s for tomorrow. Wednesday night through Thursday, low pressure tracks across Kansas, drags a cold front in from the northwest. Our highs on Thursday occurring just after midnight, and temperatures continuing to drop throughout the day. Rain moves in for late Wednesday night. As temperatures drop on Thursday, rain switches over to snow. Most of the snow amounts in Nebraska should range about 1 to 2 inches. Right near the Kansas border in northern Kansas should see an inch or less. Blowing snow and hazardous travel is a concern during the day on Thursday, with north winds gusting up to 40 to 50. Friday through Sunday is dry with highs that are 10 to 15 degrees colder than normal, in the 30s to the low 40s. For Monday, the first day of spring, highs warm into the 40s with a slight chance of snow or rain. In the long-term forecast, colder than normal temperatures are likely for Nebraska, Kansas, and the western two-thirds of the U.S. Sunday through March 27th. The coldest time period for Nebraska and Kansas looks to be the early half of next week. While it will be colder than normal, keep in mind that during late March, central Nebraska's daytime highs are typically in the low to mid-50s, with average overnight lows in the upper 20s. Above normal precipitation is predicted for Nebraska and Kansas Sunday through March 27th, especially the early half of next week. Key weather factors affecting the markets include a building ridge of high pressure across the central U.S., leading to a brief break in active weather. In Argentina, continuing to see above normal temperatures, but with some scattered rain. The central U.S. will see a brief warming trend today and tomorrow, with highs as warm as the 70s. A pair of powerful storms, one on each coast, dominates the U.S. weather headlines through the midweek. From the northern mid-Atlantic into southern New England, storm impacts include heavy wind-driven snow, leading to travel disruptions and possible power outages. Another round of freezes is expected tomorrow morning into central sections of Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, as well as the Carolinas. Much of California endures another round of heavy rain, high elevation snow, and gusty winds. The second half of the week, tranquil weather returns across the eastern U.S., while the western storm reaches the plains and the Midwest. Areas such as western Kansas, though, could miss out on the heaviest rainfall again as drought conditions persist. Thursday through Friday, significant snow should affect the upper Great Lakes, while rain falls across the deep south. Another surge of cold air trails the storm into the central and eastern U.S. For Argentina's corn and soybeans, isolated rain returns for the central areas this week, but the rain too late to improve crop conditions. Hot temperatures near 100 continue into this week in Argentina, keeping the crop stress high as crops go through the various stages of growth. In China wheat areas, winter precipitation has been limited, with most areas in central and southern China drier than normal as crops start to break dormancy. In a crop benefit, better chances for rain return to China wheat areas the second half of this week on into the weekend. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.